Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're at in the world and when you're watching this. Welcome or welcome back to the channel of AuntieKi Reads. Yes, this is the channel of AuntieKi Reads, where your auntie will read you like no other. So if you're looking for clarity, answers, insight, or truth, this is the channel where you'll find all of the above. So, at any time, if you're ever interested in wanting to get a personal reading, feel free to look in the description box below, and that's where you'll find all of my personal information. And if you're looking to find me on other social media platforms, you can find me on TikTok. I do post on there, if not every day, just about every other day. So, nieces and nephews, we're looking at 3 piles in front of us, right? So with that, Auntie is going to tap into what's going on in spiritual court. Yes, there are times when Spirit gives us the awareness in regards to things that are taking place or things that are going to happen. And then again, they don't want us to worry because they say, your spirit team will handle it. So I just want to dive a little deeper to see, what's going on, how people are receiving their karma, why they receiving their karma, possibly things that have been done. So, hey, we're about to find out. So with that, you get to choose from 3 piles. Starting from left to right. Pile 1. Pile 1 is the hot sauce. Pile 2 is the fingernail clipper. And then pile 3 is the Neosporin. So with that, take a minute to see which pile resonates with you. And as you do that, on the count of 3, we're going to go ahead and take a deep breath. And if you hear the washing machine in the background, excuse the noise. Just focus with me, okay? So with that, 1, 2, 3, inhale. Exhale. So hopefully you've taken a minute to choose your pile. I'm going to give you a few more seconds and then we're going to get started. And while you're doing that, let me put it on your mind. If you've made it this far, you might as well should go ahead and hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button over here, okay? Because you will want to come back for more. Okay. So hopefully you guys have chosen your pile. So we're about to get started with pile 1. So those that chose pile 1, the hot sauce. So maybe for some of you all, you could be from Louisiana. It's also giving me with the hot sauce. I really heard my first download was your spirit team is hotter than fish grease with somebody, okay? So maybe somebody's been eating fish and hot sauce. Hell, maybe somebody likes spicy food. But I just feel that, like, this is somebody who's having to pay. Like, all 3 of these pals, they're having to pay. But as far as just pal 1, I just feel that, like, they played with fire and they got burnt. Okay, hell, maybe this could apply to a fire sign. Maybe you could be a fire sign, pal 1. But let's see what's taking place in spiritual court. Excuse me, I'm taking a sip of water real quick. Okay, so pile 1. Let's see what's going on in spiritual court. What is going on that we're not aware of? I know you just heard the notification, so something's going down, okay? Maybe you received the news. Maybe you received a notification. But yeah, you see the fire? So this is definitely somebody that you were bumping heads with. It's giving me that, like, when it came to you and this individual, there could possibly be ego clashes. But I feel that like this is somebody who always operates from chaos and chaotic energy, you know, and maybe that energy projected. So with spiritual work, I almost feel like this is something that was done on both ends. I feel that like in regards to this person, they're not necessarily into spiritual practices per se, but I just feel that like with the energy that they project, this is like their motive, you know. They like to also put people in a position to experience misery, love, and company because they're miserable. And I just feel that like maybe lately you've done some cord cutting, or maybe it's something that you need to do, but it's almost giving me that like this is somebody who wanted you to be attached or hooked to them. Yeah, so maybe this is someone who wanted you to be attached to them because maybe you came across an inheritance. Maybe your family has left you behind a legacy, or they plan to. But I just pick up that like pile one, maybe you're someone that's very stable compared to this person. So maybe you guys come from different lifestyles. So I just feel that like, I don't know, maybe I'm picking up maybe somebody could be a widow and something was left behind. But this is somebody who definitely knows, like, even if you don't have an inheritance, that you're promised stability. You're promised to have long-term wealth. Okay, so this is somebody who is in the military or was in the military or has served some time. And I just feel that like from the experience of the military, this is someone who really doesn't live in like mental peace, you know. I feel that like whatever they've experienced, it's like they really haven't done the healing. They really don't talk about it. And I just feel that like this is someone who's really turned from pure to evil. Yeah, and with the signs, I almost feel that like maybe you receive signs within the situation, or if you currently are in the situation, I just feel that like maybe one of your ancestors is trying to communicate with you through crows or ravens. So maybe if you've been seeing crows or ravens, it's almost giving me like this is their way of letting you know that they're not going to allow this person to get away with it. Or again, if you're still dealing with this person, it's giving me like they really are trying to give you the heads up like, hey, this is somebody who's who's not for you. They're against you. But yeah, I just see like in spiritual court that your ancestors and your spirit team is pretty much stopping this person from gaining access to your wealth and your inheritance. So yeah, taking me back to the military, pal one, I feel that like this is someone who really has created bad habits. And like I said, this is someone who really hasn't taken the time to do the inner work. I feel that like the reason why this person is always in conflict is because this is somebody who's always inebriated. And maybe the warning also that your spirit team is giving you or was giving you in this situation is that this is somebody who's telling the truth. Despite of how they may say, oh, I'm drunk, or oh, I don't remember. A drunken man tells a sober truth. And I just feel that like your ancestors are protecting this person, again, from gaining access to your inheritance. You see that they're not going to do anything productive with the money. Yeah. So, paid to have work done on you. Yeah, power one. This is somebody who's jealous of you. This is somebody who is jealous of the things that you receive, the things that you're going to receive. I almost feel like this is somebody who's very close to you, maybe even close to your family in a way to where they pretty much, I don't know, it almost feels like family or something. Honestly. But yeah, this is somebody who, and you see the money, so it's like, yeah, this is somebody who's paying to have work done on you to either possibly, it makes me feel like take you out or putting you in a position to where they can gain some type of access to this money, okay? So this is somebody who's very materialistic. This is somebody who really thrives off of just possibly being bought. You can buy this person's love, but yeah, this is somebody who cares about the material things. So I just feel that like right now what's going on in spiritual court is how this person is trying to do spell work on you. It's backfiring on them to where it's like they possibly feel like you're the cause of their finances perishing, or with the spell work that they tried to do in regards to making your finances come to a halt, slow down, or whatever this person is trying to do in regards to your finances. I feel that like it's backfired on them, and it's like maybe they try to argue in regards to you, accuse you of being a thief, and it's like everything that they accuse you of is honestly letting you know what they are doing or what they've done to you. But yeah, it's just giving me that like the spell work has backfired and this person really hasn't been the same. And maybe the crows is letting you know like, warning, warning, you're dealing with a snake. But it's like your spirit team does not miss anything. So your spirit team are the cameras that you don't have. Okay? But yeah, this is a situation that's coming to an end. They wishing death on you, baby. It's giving me like, they better be careful. It's giving me like this person could have a bad liver. They could possibly have locks. Yeah, it's like this is all this person does is drink and talk shit. Drink and talk shit. Drink and talk shit. I'm telling you, the confusion and illusion is like this is somebody who never thinks clear because they're not in a clear state. I also feel like what's going on in spiritual court power one is that this is somebody who wanted you to be confused, living in illusions, not seeing the truth of the reality of who they are. I feel like this is someone who's aware that you're tapped in as well. So it's giving me that this is somebody who doesn't want you to see the truth, who doesn't want you to have the awareness that you do. So yeah, it's like they're trying to brainwash you, make you possibly forget, possibly put you in a position to just not know what you know. With twin flames, so okay, so for some of you, so this could be in regards to somebody you have been with. Feel that like, you know, maybe at first things with you two were very intense, and maybe this is how this person tried to lure you in with like, you know, lust and chemistry and good sex, and maybe at that point they destiny swapped, and this is what made them have access in regards to like, you know, things that you have going on, nieces and nephew, or maybe they were able to possibly kind of astro project in a way to where they were able to see what you have in store, what's coming towards you. But see, yeah, you're gonna always come out on top. This is somebody who's jealous of the light that you have, the things that you are promised. So what's taking place in spiritual court is, of course, not only that you're protected, that because you are a light worker, that you're gonna always be okay. You're gonna always be protected. And I feel that like this is the thing, that this person has no awareness. I feel that like they feel like you've done spiritual work to receive the things that you've done. But it's not even that you've done the work. It's because of who you are. You're a chosen one. And this person isn't a chosen one. So see, it's like the veil is coming off and you're seeing the truth. And this person knows that you're seeing the truth. And that's why they want you to live in illusion. And I feel that like based off the veil coming off, you've moved accordingly because the signs have spoke. And the signs are putting you in a position to see the truth, seeing beyond. You possibly have an awareness in regards to what's going on in spiritual court with this person, Power One. But they're also trying to stop you from like moving on, you know. It's giving me that like they know that like whoever you marry, they're going to get half of what you have or something like that. But this is somebody who's really just trying to stop you from moving on into the future. Because they have no future is what it's giving me. For some of you all, the number 3 could be significant. You could be a life path number 3, born in the year of 65. I don't know, the number 53 could be significant. The number 40, the number 58. And I just feel that like this is somebody who pretty much like pocket counted your money with the way that I was just focused on the numbers like that. But yeah, these numbers could have some type of significance. But yeah, Power One, this is someone who really doesn't want you to have a happy future. Because you're promised a happy future. So this is definitely someone that no longer has access. So you've blocked this person. They're no longer around. And I see that like this is someone who's became very intrusive. They stalk you, they stalk your social media, maybe they drive by or something like that. But this is definitely someone that no longer has access. They definitely have no access. And it's like, because things have not been working in their favor, it's put them in a position to just be more intrusive, because it's like everything that they've dished out, they're having to pay for that. And it's just giving me that like they're just trying to numb the pain with the alcohol. But even though they numb, baby, spirit is putting their ass in a position to see and feel still. Yeah, you cut ties, Power One. So this is somebody who's mad at the fact that the confusion and illusions didn't work, because you've made a clear decision to cut their ass off. And it's like, it's giving me the like, you didn't even explain the reason why you cut this person off. You just moved accordingly. And now that's exactly why they became intrusive, because you started to pay attention to the signs. The veil came off. So it's like, once you see some things, you can't unsee it. And you saw everything that you needed to see to make this clear decision. You warded off this evil energy. So also, I feel that like, because of you being who you are, your spirit team is going to reward you with a new home. So for some of you all, you're moving. For others, you possibly have moved, possibly purchased some land or property. But this is exactly what's taking place in court. You're about to be rewarded with a new home. Also, yeah, so it's like you guys have been doing the inner work to where, hell, for some of you all, you possibly went to school and graduated. But how I more so take this is that you guys have elevated and graduated to the next level spiritually, you know. And it's funny because the next card that we have is life lessons. So just like how I had mentioned, Power One, you guys are a light worker. And the thing is, your spirit team just really is proud of you, but they're rewarding you because the lessons that you learn, you apply and you teach others what to do and what not to do. And even though people have free will, it's giving me the like, in the end, you're still going to be rewarded, because in the situation or with this person, you were trying to teach them. You were trying to show them. Hell, maybe you were trying to even love them. But again, they were busy trying to be a thief as you were being a giver. And I just feel that like you're going to be rewarded with a divine love, a divine commitment. And this is someone you're going to actually be able to experience building with, okay? But yeah, this is someone who tried to do spiritual work and really just take you out. I really believe that. And even not from a death standpoint, they wanted to take you out to where you were just mentally unstable or mentally ill, or just so wrapped up into them to where, you know, they had all control. But no, your spirit team put you in a position to see shit clearly. You took action, and it leveled you up spiritually. You paid attention to the signs, you trusted them, and hey, you graduated. Give me just a second, Power One. I'm sorry. Okay, so, you know, Power One, I also feel like you're somebody who's spiritual. I feel that like maybe you're someone that does spiritual practices as well. And this just came to me also. I feel that like this is someone who tried to use things that you do against you, but yet at the same time, that also backfired as well. See, if this person was healed, they would be a reflection of you. But because this is someone who's not doing the inner work, and someone who's more so living in the dark versus the light, it's like they use that reflection in a bad way. And with Twin Flame, that's funny because with Power One, it's the hot sauce. So yeah, definitely someone who is destructive, but yet at the same time, it's like this is someone who knows how to gaslight someone by making them feel things that are not necessarily true. So I just feel that like this person really created a certain type of passion and lust to really just want to burn you in the end. But yeah, in court, baby, they're not going to be able to live in peace. But you, on the other hand, you're moving up spiritually. You're elevating. You're about to be rewarded with new spiritual gifts, new love. I feel that like your spirit team is putting you in a position to like not even see things more clearly, but I just feel that like they're giving you more access to, I don't know, I just feel that like they're giving you more access to see beyond the current just because of how you handled the situation. Your third eye is opening up in a way to where it's just going to make you see more things. Yeah, Pile 1, this is someone who really tried to do spiritual work against you, to take your inheritance, to take your finances, and in the end, their mental is never going to be at peace. They're going to always, what are they going to, they're going to always live in conflict because they create the conflict. Thank you, Spirit. They're going to always live in conflict because they create the conflict. But because they tried to do this to you, they're going to be always haunted with thoughts. They're going to be put in a position to see you move on. They're going to be put in a position to know what goes around comes around. So that's what I have for you, Pile 1. They are having to pay for trying to do spell work that backfired, trying to take your abundance and your inheritance and your legacy. Okay, so let's move on to Pile 2. So those that chose Pile 2, the fingernail clipper. I don't know. I feel that like I'm instantly seeing it like maybe this is somebody who had nubby hands, or I don't know. So Pile 2, those that chose the fingernail clipper. I'm picking up something in regards to this person's hands. Maybe dirty fingernails, stubby nails. Hell, maybe you guys recently just got your nails done. I don't know. Maybe this is somebody who you've had to do cord cutting on. I just heard cut like a knife, so maybe this is somebody who stabbed you in the back. But yeah, let's tap in to see what's going on in spiritual court for you, Pile 2. So what's going on in spiritual court for Pile 2? You're an Eastern Star. I don't know, just looking at this card, I almost feel that like maybe somebody tried to manipulate you out of your spot, or it's like maybe somebody's trying to steal your light, steal your energy. Yo, Dharma. So Pile 2, in spiritual court, is giving me that like you are about to receive something for your good deed. So you definitely have done something good lately, and I just feel that like you, and I see that the thing that maybe you've done is like you guys have just been doing the inner work. Maybe for some of you all, you could be a Libra, a Pisces, a Gemini, but I just feel that like you guys are starting to open up more. I feel that like you guys have been very intentional lately. I feel that like you guys have been doing the inner work. You've been accepting your duality, and you've just been coming from a place of the heart. You've been very open. You're very pure. So it's just giving me that like in spiritual court, your spirit team is like, it's time for you to be rewarded. It's time for you to receive. So as you receive, I see that you have someone, and it says warlock, a male practitioner of magic that gains power through dark forces. So this is somebody who is an energy vampire, and I see that like they're getting their karma as you're receiving your dharma. And I just feel that like by this warlock being aware, it's like they want to steal your light. They want to steal the show, you know. And I just see that like in spiritual court, this is somebody who's having to actually, it's giving me like this person's having to give to you. And even if it's not like in a physical standpoint, it's almost like the blessings that were coming towards them. Basically, this person's put in a position to have to pay you back from a spiritual standpoint. And that's exactly why you're in the energy of receiving dharma. So this is someone who's possibly been trying to call you, and baby, your spirit team said no access. So this is definitely someone that you've blocked, and it's giving me that this is somebody who is really just still trying to, I hear, sweet talk you. Maybe this is somebody that had a way with words and was very manipulative, persuasive. They broke spiritual law. Yeah, you're an earth angel, pal, too. And it's like when you do an earth angel wrong, that's breaking spiritual law. This is someone who knows who you are and they still chose to do dark things. I feel that like this is somebody who envied your light. This is somebody that envied your blessings. You know what I'm saying? And it's just giving me that like your spirit team put this person in a position to really just have to see you level up. But this is somebody who doesn't live by the golden rule. Yeah, and it's like the loss of you now is putting them in a position to overdose. Maybe this is somebody who has very bad habits. This is somebody who overindulges. They never have enough. They always overtake, and it's always just so much. You know, they're never satisfied is what I'm hearing. So I just feel that like this person is really just trying to hide what they've done or just not live in reality. See, you're a giver, not a taker. And with gold digger being in reverse, I feel that like this is exactly what this person was aiming to do. This is somebody who seen the light. They seen what's coming to you, because again, the energy that's on you, pal, too. So this is somebody again that was a taker more than a giver. So I just feel that like you're about to be rewarded with the finances and the monetary things that this person tried to take away. So your spirit team is making sure that you receive what you have given. So this is somebody who's definitely into some type of drugs, and this is somebody who tried to spike your drink, and maybe this is exactly why Spirit is saying, no, they broke spiritual law. You were trying to harm pal too. So I don't know if you guys have ever felt funny or woozy or something like that, but yeah, it's giving me like this is somebody who, again, misery loves company. They want you to feel what they feel, but also I feel that like they're trying to do things to take away your light, pal too. They were trying to do fucked up things to take away your light. So this could be somebody who pops pills, drinks, takes pain medication. Yeah, they don't, it's giving me like a spirit force ending. I don't know, maybe somebody could be born in the year of 91. But yeah, it's giving me like this is exactly why this person is calling. I feel that like the way that you left was very calculated. You know, it's giving me that like maybe, yeah, you seen things, but I feel like a feeling came over you. And once you felt what you felt, pal, too, you couldn't ignore that. And it's like just how that tree fell. You can't predict when a tree falls, but when it falls, baby, you can't go down that road anymore. And it's just giving me, again, a spirit force ending took place to where this person can no longer come down this road. They no longer have access. And that's exactly why they're trying to still reach out. But yeah, this is a spirit force ending. So see, you're somebody who has it going on. So the year 1990 could be significant, but you're single, you're successful. Again, this is someone who was really trying to steal your light. And with the Eastern Star, I don't really know too much about an actual Eastern Star, but I just know that like, it's just somebody who's pure. That's enough for me. You're somebody who gets respect, and I feel that like even in the spiritual world you get your respect, and that's exactly why your spirit team goes so hard for you, pal, too. But yeah, I just see that like with this person wanting the money and all that, like that's exactly what they were trying to spike your drink for. Maybe this particular night they wanted to take your money, take your credit card or something like that. But yeah, they see that you have a lot of options. Baby, you walked away and you ain't looked back. Hell, for some of you all, the year of 1982 could be significant. But yeah, this is somebody who feels like the way that you left, you abandoned them. They feel like the way that you left was very calculated. But no, this was between you and your spirit team. So yeah, I just see that like in spiritual court, Baby, you got them papers to leave, okay? And you ain't look back. And it's giving me like, since you ain't look back, baby, your things have been going well for you in regards to your career. Maybe for some of you all, you guys are in the spotlight. Maybe the year 1977 is significant. But I also feel that like your throat chakra has opened up from this experience, pal, too. Maybe you were the type of person that would hold back or really wouldn't express a lot, and it's just giving me that like you done found your voice again. You're coming back to yourself, and the light that they tried to steal, it's like your light is becoming brighter. So I see that like your dharma is also like your success, the things that are coming to you. Yeah, so with opposition, maybe this is someone who was either physically abusive, or maybe this is someone who you've had to tussle with. But I feel that like, you know how sometimes when you dream and you wake up and it's like, damn, was I in a battle or something like that? I almost feel that like this is someone who was trying to fight you in the spiritual realm, or like in your dreams, or that type of thing. But overall, you've taken the time to heal from this. You've taken the time to heal from this. But yeah, maybe you've experienced some type of physical abuse or something like that, and this is exactly how this person broke spiritual law. Yeah, but your ancestors, they're shielding you, they're protecting you. So yeah, I see that like what's going on in spiritual court is this person's getting their ass whooped. Okay? Yeah, your spirit team ain't letting them get away with this. But yeah, this is giving me spirit force ending. Your spirit team is protecting you. So yeah, you have nothing to worry about, pal, too. So black cats could be significant. So yeah, you have good luck. You're a gatekeeper, protection, spiritually guided, healer. So I just see that like what's going on in spiritual court is that I just feel that like you're about to be granted with some type of like opportunity that's going to put you in a position to, I'm hearing a contract, see, you know, sign some type of deal or something like that. I don't know if you guys are into like acting or singing or that type of thing, but it's giving me that like you definitely are going to succeed in behind this person breaking spiritual law. Is giving me like things is working and moving in your favor. Yeah, because you never give up. That's the thing. You never gave up, pal, too. And this is somebody who wanted you to give up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just giving me that like you created the breakthrough by choosing yourself. But yeah, I feel that like not only are you creating a breakthrough, but you're also breaking generational cycles as well. So as far as just spiritual court, I just feel that like your spirit team is making sure that you win. And making sure that you win. Everything that this person tried to take, you're receiving back plus more. Because again, your dharma. So it's like right now you guys are living in the highest purpose of what you're meant to do and who you're meant to be. So you're meant to be seen. You're meant to be heard, you know. I just also heard you're meant to tell your story. See, so it's giving me the like for the love that was lost, you're going to find the love that's meant for you. You have new love coming in. So again, maybe the thing is like maybe you have been through some type of physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, but still it has to put you in a position to heal. And it's giving me that like you haven't closed yourself off to love. You haven't said fuck love. And it's giving me like this is one of the reasons why new love is coming in, because you haven't closed yourself off. You still found a way to put yourself out there. So yeah, this is somebody who's yeah, they're going to hate the fact that you're moving on without them. Yeah, because they're a damn thief. Energy vampire. They wanted to steal your energy. They wanted the access, and that's exactly why they were trying to possibly spike your drink, because when you have no type of awareness, shit, a person can take any and everything from you. They could possibly, you know, have sex, rape you, take your energy, you know. So this is exactly what this person wanted to do. They always wanted things to revolve around them. They didn't want you to be protected. So again, they broke spiritual law by doing things that they know that they were not supposed to do. This is somebody who doesn't live by the golden rule. And see, you do. And when you don't live by the golden rule, baby, you pay. And that's exactly what's going on in spiritual court. They broke spiritual law because they don't live by the golden rule. So it's giving me that, like, their payback is no longer having access to you, having to live with the fact they've done you wrong forever. And I'm hearing the same way that they treated you, your spirit team is whipping their ass just like that, pal, too. Yeah, that's what's going on in spiritual court. Your spirit team is making sure that you experience success. You're going to be loved in a healthy way. This is going to be a love that makes you feel safe. But overall, yeah, they don't play about you, pal, too. You have all kind of protection around you. So you did the right thing. So let's see what's going on in spiritual court for pal 3. What is going on in spiritual court for pile 3? I feel like also pile 2, this is somebody who was always jealous of you. They would never really compliment you or support your dreams or your ideas. That just came to me as well. So pile 3. Those that chose pile 3. I feel like what's going on in spiritual court is your healing. I feel like maybe this is somebody who's getting their ass whooped. I don't know. Maybe the year 2025 could be significant. Something in regards to last year. Hell, maybe you've been dealing with this person since last year and your spirit team has been on their heels ever since then or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe it's... I'm hearing tender spot. Yeah, but let's see what's going on in spiritual court with pile 3. So those that chose the Neosporin. Mentally ill, psychotic, possessed. So I almost feel like this is somebody who tried to play mind games with you. They put you in a position to doubt. And I just feel that like now this is somebody who's not living in mental peace. I feel that like they hear voices. They're being haunted. This is somebody who can't necessarily sleep at night. Someone wants to shut you up or truth is long overdue. So this is somebody who has tried to put you in a position to not believe in the things that you know. It's giving me pile 3 that like you're sitting on a secret, or maybe you have the upper hand in regards to somebody's dirty laundry, and it's giving me like you're being put in a position to not even say anything because your spirit team is going to expose them. But yet at the same time, this person knows that you know the truth, and they pretty much don't want you to really reveal it, is what it's giving me. So they possibly have tried to do things to get you to doubt. You possibly experience headaches, and it's like I feel that like your spirit team is giving you downloads in regards to the truth. Oh, so this is somebody who made a deal with the devil. So this is somebody who's definitely dark. Maybe this could be a warlock, but yeah, this is somebody who I feel like you pretty much are aware that this is somebody who failed the spiritual contract. Honestly, they failed the spiritual contact. Suspicious death. So maybe you are aware that this person has done some harm to somebody or something like that. Or maybe this is someone who has done some kind of favor in regards to a death or something like that. But this is somebody who's willing to kill, willing to steal, willing to... It's giving me like devil energy. You know, nothing about this person is nice or pure. I feel that like they possibly know something in regards to a death or something like that. But I see that like they're putting you in a position to elevate. You're ascending. And didn't I say something in regards to like headaches or downloads or something like that? So yeah, you're gaining some type of access, some type of truth. And it's giving me like it's coming through in either like dream state or just, again, when you get certain headaches, it's like, damn. So you're 2 steps ahead is what it's showing me, pal 3. Yeah, so this is somebody who tries to steal your energy, okay? So when you say things, this is somebody who tries to say things that you say, or every time you talk, you know, they're just trying to drain you. This is somebody who really tried to take the best of you is what it's giving me, but it's like they didn't. You hear that notification? They tried to steal and take the best of you, pile 3. They set a trap for you, but it backfired. So I feel like maybe for a while, maybe you have had spiritual blockages as far as like maybe not being able to see, or I don't know, maybe there was some area within you that was blocked. And I feel like the trap is that they didn't want you to outgrow them. They wanted you to possibly be stuck. Maybe this is somebody who knows that a lot of people look up to you. And I feel like this is somebody who's really greedy also. Yeah, I feel like this is somebody that's very greedy, but it's something that you do spiritually. And for this person to want to steal your life and to create like mental illness, yeah, this is somebody who doesn't want you to trust what you know. I feel like you believed yourself over them, and this person really just was triggered behind you not really believing them or something like that. Like it's a power, it's an energy and a power that you have, pile 3, and this person damn near wanted to take you out. It's like that's their way of really just trying to feel like they're in control, either stealing or killing. But see, you're a pure heart. It's going to always work in your favor, you know. And I feel like this is somebody who wanted to receive the attention that you do. So I see that like in spiritual court, this is somebody who's living in hell. They're going through hell and they're living in hell behind doing you the way that they did. So look at this. Can't nobody steal your light. Can't nobody steal your energy. Oh, that is so beautiful. But yes, I just see that like you guys have been realigning your chakras. You've been healing. You've been doing the inner work. I feel that like it's also putting you in a position to restore the balance that was lost. But yeah, this is somebody who literally was wanting to steal your energy because they see the light. They see the alignment in you, you know. And it's just giving me that you're somebody that they know that you have access to spirit. They know that you have access to source. And that's why they were willing to make a deal with the devil to steal your light, to basically get everything as far as who you are and the gifts that you possess. But the shit backfired on them. Surprise! But yeah, I just feel that like your spirit team is pretty much about to surprise you with a blessing. And again, I feel that like this person is pretty much getting surprised with the trap backfired, and I feel that like this person feels like you did it, pile 3, but again, you've been focused on going within. You haven't been focused on the outer world. Maybe the date of the 14th could be significant. Maybe the 26th could be significant. But yeah, this is somebody who wanted to make a deal with the devil to steal your inheritance, to steal your abundance, to steal your light. And I just feel that like you're about to be surprised with unexpected abundance from the spirit world. Okay, so what's going on in spiritual court is that you're about to be blessed. You're about to receive abundance. And this person possibly knew, or you possibly spoke of, I don't know. It's just giving me, maybe you shared your dreams. Maybe you manifested this, and it's like, shit, that's why they're about to surprise you. Because you never gave up. You kept the faith. So I see that in spiritual court, you're about to receive an answered prayer. But the thing is, you never lost the faith. You always connected to source. You prayed, you manifested, you went to the altar. And that's exactly why you're ascending. I'm even hearing there's beauty after there's beauty after the storm, like after the rainbow or something like that. So yeah, maybe rainbows could be significant. But yeah, pile 3, this is somebody who didn't want you to speak in your truth, live in your truth, and it's like nothing is going to put you in a position. This person wanted you to make a deal with the devil. They wanted you to fucking make a deal with the devil. They wanted you to be a sellout. And it's giving me, because of how you made your choices, because of how you remained intentional, you're winning this case. And you're elevating. You're receiving abundance. And this is something that you're not even expecting, okay? What else for pile 3? Oh, okay, so this is somebody who comes from a cursed bloodline. So not only did this person make a deal with the devil, it's more so like they're related to the devil because they come from a cursed bloodline. So this is somebody who, like, what's the word I'm looking for? This is somebody who targets pure people. You know, they target pure people, sweet, innocent people. And I feel that, like, this is exactly their reasons for targeting pure people, because most pure people are abundant. And this is someone that is aware, and I feel that, like, this is a rat. This is somebody who runs their mouth. They work behind your back. They work against certain people. So it's like your spirit team pretty much stopped this person in their tracks from doing this to you because of you, how intentional you live, how you're a light worker, how you're doing the work for source. You know what I'm saying? Because you live in truth, you're going to always tell the truth. You see how she's quick on the phone and want to tell it. So yeah, this is somebody who knows that you're quick to tell the truth. You're quick to live in the truth. So it's giving me, for all the lies that they told, the truth is starting to come out within this person. Yeah, and the truth is, this is somebody who's manipulative. They tried to have control. They wanted you to basically be stuck. They wanted you to pretty much go to the beat of their drum. So it's like the control that they tried to project onto you, now they're being controlled by the devil. So it's like whatever deal that this person made, baby, they're having to now make that deal with the devil, because this is somebody who is not going to break the cycle. This is somebody who's going to pretty much repeat the cycle. So this is somebody who's giving me, like, they're getting life. This is somebody who's getting life because of how they live. You know, you live in devil energy. This is somebody who's very persuasive, somebody who possibly looks good and makes you feel good, but it's like a lot of bullshit and toxic come with this person. Yeah, like I said, this is somebody who's having to live in hell. They tried to, and see how the card says, they set a trap up for you, but it backfired. Yeah, so this is somebody who was trying to set a financial trap, and that's exactly why in court you're about to win. They're guilty, not you. So now Spirit is about to set a trap up for them to where their finances are about to be stuck, or they're about to basically have financial karma because of how they tried to set this trap up for your money to always go to them, or for them to possibly take your money and be linked and have access to you so that they can basically get the money. No. A mouse is always going to be on the trap. Damn, look at that. So yeah, they go run, and then boom, your spirit team is just go trap their ass. But see, you got new love coming in. So yeah, this is definitely someone that you were with, pal 3. And it's giving me that this person is really having to see what one won't do, the other will. This is someone who didn't stop anything. I feel that, like, this is somebody who's used to getting their way. I feel that, like, they're used to possibly getting people to fall into their trap, and you did not fall for this person's trap. You're the one that got away. And because you're the one that got away, it's putting you in a position to ascend, to receive everything that your heart desires. You never lost your faith. You never lowered your standards. You never even tit for tat this person. So again, it's only up for you. So again, you don't even see this coming, pal 3. So pal 3, you're a generational curse breaker. So it's giving me that you're going to be one of the first in your family to be married, or if you're not the first, it's giving me that, like, you're going to be the first that really has a healthy connection. A love that's coming from a place of love, not behind what someone has, not what they could do for you, not in regards to just being afraid of being alone, but you are going to experience a love that's going to put you in a position to heal your bloodline. You know, this is somebody with the cursed bloodline, so it's giving me that, like, your bloodline is blessed, and again, you're the cause of that because you're breaking the chains. Certain cycles that were repeating, you're the one that's breaking them, and that's exactly why Spirit is aligning you. You've been healing, you've been recovering, you've been going within. So it's like you've been meditating, possibly using essentials oils, but I just feel that like you're just being rewarded because of how intentional you've been. But in spiritual court, it's just giving me that like they're choosing you. Your spirit team chooses you. So in court, it's like your ancestors are saying, she's the one, he's the one. And that's exactly why you're the one with the light. So you're the one with the light in your family, and your spirit team in court is choosing you. Yeah, this person tried to put you in a position to not live in truth. It's giving me like they honestly wanted to corrupt you. You're someone who's pure. They didn't want you to work for spirit. It's giving me like they also wanted you to sign the contract and work and do the devil's work as well. And you chose everything that includes light and love, not dark and devil. You know, so court has chosen you, Pile 3. You're winning and you're breaking cycles to where going forward your bloodline will not have to go through the things that you've been through. Okay? So, this is exactly what's going on in spiritual court. I hope that this is something that helped. And I hope that it made sense too. I want to thank you all for being here and getting this far and listening to me. Of course, I will be back to post again this week. But from here, I'm about to go. So, YouTube, it's been great. Nieces and nephews, I return your energy with love and light. And I hope that this helps.